So when I received this invitation, thank you, to speak here, I asked myself, it can't be for the insignificant Greek market. Maybe it's because in ancient times there was the Oracle of Delphi, as you all know, and people would come from all over the world to ask the Oracle about the future. And maybe it's because I played the role of the Oracle, but the Oracle was always giving very ambivalent answers, open to interpretation. For example, if a delegation would today leave from Bergamo and go to the Oracle of Delphi and ask them, will Atalanta win this year's Champions League? The Oracle would probably answer something like, well, Brescia won the Anglo-Italian Cup in 1994. This is an inside football because Brescia and Atalanta hate each other. So this is a vast question. No one knows what the future of wine is. I've been in the wine business for more than 40 years, and I will share with you that I have never been as worried as I am now about the future of wine. It is like this perfect storm is building up that will change wine as we know it and maybe even make it disappear. I am particularly worried about this trend, this societal trend that imposes more and more restrictions on our personal liberties in the name of protecting us, like the gentleman from Malta mentioned earlier, and I completely agree with you. I was reading just yesterday an article in the French newspaper Le Figaro saying that fantastic news, Helsinki, Finland, the capital of Finland, has one whole year without a single death from a car accident. A whole year, not one person has died from a car accident. Who can disagree that this is fantastic news? But you can imagine what that means in terms of societal control to arrive at that statistic. And wine is now alcohol is now a target. The World Health Organization for many, many years has as a target to completely eliminate, stop the consumption of alcohol, not just decrease. So cigarettes are gone, cigars are on the way out, and I think that alcohol and wine is going to follow. And this is like a global trend, and it's not even taking into consideration a number of other trends. For example, the fact that traditional consumers of wine are aging and dying off. The iPhone is replacing amusement and entertainment. My generation, my parents' generation, they lived for the weekend where they would invite their friends over and have a nice dinner with open wine. Nowadays, people are spending their time watching movies alone. It's a completely different setup. We have an influx of immigrants from Africa and Asia in all Western societies who do not consume wine or alcohol. In fact, many of them are opposed to consumption and are trying to impose on the rest of society to not drink alcohol. When Italians and Portuguese and Greeks, all other people from the Mediterranean went to Australia, went to the United States in the early 20th century, they brought with them the culture of wine. That's why wine grew so much in the United States. And now, people are coming in from El Salvador, they don't drink wine. So this is like another part of the trend that is very important. And I regularly read a guy called Tom Ward. He has a blog called Fermentations, which I future of wine. And one of them was that in 20 years from now, thanks to tools of generative artificial intelligence, it will be possible to create wine that mimics, he uses the term borrows, the taste of any terroir in the world. Okay? So any wine made anywhere in the world could be the same as a wash. And you know, if that happens, it might seem crazy, but who knows? If something like that happens, it will be the end of wine as we know it. Certainly mean the end of all our systems, and probably the end of all traditional European vineyards who are already in danger of being uprooted and abandoned. So this is a very bleak scenario indeed, and you know, I won't be around to witness this. Personally, I have done as much as I could with my own liver